Hello and welcome back to Blue Crescent Tarot. My name is Deanne, and if this is your first time, welcome, and if you are returning, then welcome back. It has been probably 2 or 3 months since I have put up a video, and most of that has just been because my family, me, my husband, and my son, kind of have had this new schedule that we're getting used to, and so some of the free time that I had before, where my son could be with my husband and not be having a toddler meltdown, those opportunities just became fewer and fewer. But now my husband's new work schedule has kind of evened out again, and we have some weekends back, and so that little sliver of mom time, or I guess me time, I should call it, is starting to kind of come back. And the past few weekends, my husband has offered and said, do you want me to hang out with him one-on-one so you can make a video or do anything like that? And I've just needed that time together with them to kind of hang out and have a weekend together. So we've done that now several times, and now I'm like, okay, I'm getting to that point during my work week, working at home, and with my son with me at home, so that is challenging. He's doing really well with all of it, but the point is getting back to that point now where I'm starting to get irritated that I don't have that me time. And so I finally said, okay, this weekend I'm going to take a break, let you guys hang out, and get back to putting up a video or two. So that's my reasoning for not having been around for a while. So I'm still dropping into other people's chats occasionally and things like that, on little work breaks or if I get done early. But again, as far as putting up a video, I really wanted to be able to contribute to several things, VRs and tarot tags and everything like that. And so I think because of the phase of life that I'm in, with a young child and working full-time from home and, being the daycare person, I think I may just be like the queen of really late VRs and really late tags. So one that I might get to today, I'm not sure, is from Jen at Jen's Balance Tarot. She had done a Balance the Decks tag, and I took notes right away when I saw that video, and it was probably 40 or 50 days ago that she did this, and so I wrote down what my choices would be. So that's the good news. I have some things prepped, but I just haven't, again, had the time to make a video. So that's something I've wanted to do. Simon from the Hermit's Cave had put up his top 5 animal decks. Again, probably 2 months ago. I wrote down notes about what my picks would be, and so again, I have some of these things kind of lined up and things I've been thinking about a lot, but just now today have been able to kind of get back in the game. So what I'm actually starting with, I don't even know if it is a video response or if some people kind of contributed what their choices would be, but around that same time frame, probably 2 months ago, Becca from Becca Talks and Tarot had posted done a video, I should say, about, I don't know if it was her top 5 devil cards, or she was just showing 5 devil cards that that resonated with her, that maybe were not like the traditional style of devil card, something like that. I don't know if it was unique or her favorite or whatever it was, but I remember her showing some devil cards and talking about what made them unique and why she liked them. So without having done much specific research about what that video was called or anything, I will find it and we'll link it in this video, so be sure to check that out as well. I had also made notes about that when I saw that video, and so that's what I'm starting with today. So there's my long rambling intro. If you've made it this far, almost 5 minutes in, just me talking about life, then thanks for hanging out, but stick with me and I will actually show you some cards. So This devil card project here, I think I have them in an order. So I chose 5 devil cards, and for me, the focus I went with was cards that maybe, that definitely are not the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith depiction of the devil. I don't have any problems with that, but it does, I know what it means in its full scope, and I say that knowing that I'm always learning more about tarot cards. So the full scope on any particular day that I see the devil card, I know what that means for me. However, I would say that it is sometimes, or most of the time, easier for me to dismiss what that means and make light of it in my reading. And I say, oh, I know what that's about. It's maybe not really a big deal. And I can fix it with this. This next card is kind of showing me the energy, the energy I should embrace to respond to that devil card. These 5 that I have picked, in many ways, would be harder to diminish, and I would see it and it would stop me more, and it would make me catch my breath more, and I would say, okay, really need to work on that. It's kind of a big deal. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I kind of chose ones that would really, that either are a unique take on the devil card or that would really make me stop and think more than that traditional Rider-Waite-Smith depiction that, again, is really can make an impact. But I don't know if it's just because we see it so much or whatever that I'm kind of like, okay, I get it. There's this thing I need to work on. But again, these make me feel more thoughtful about that shadow work that I need to do, or whatever that dependency issue might be. So, without further ado, my first card that I wanted to show is from the Lily White Tarot, and I will link all of these in the description box below so you know where they're coming from. So this shows, I believe, a man and a woman, and he's holding her, hugging her, right? It looks pretty gentle and innocent and maybe kind of comforting. And so this one really stops me because that can be so sinister, right? If he is the devil, or if this energy depicted here is the devil, this can be so sinister, right? Something that holds you really close and something that makes you feel comfort. But we see up here, this is our devil card. So there's something off there, right? There's something that needs to be addressed and some kind of energy work that needs to shift and happen so that this energy can resolve and become more positive. So something like that, and this could be about a relationship, or it could be just symbolic of that close comfort that's actually not good for us, that's something that makes us feel fulfilled, but that really is leaving us empty in some way, or that is detrimental to us in some way. So this was my first pick. So again, from the Lily White Tarot. My second pick is from the Way Home Tarot, and both of these actually in my top favorites. I love both of these decks. So in the Way Home Tarot, we have these. When I first saw this card in a walkthrough, I thought, I don't really like that, or it's not my favorite, or that's kind of weird, or whatever you want to say, because I think I like all the cards in this deck. But at first, this one kind of threw me, and I just thought it was sort of silly or something. But if we think about it, the horse does look a little creepy. His look, right? It looks a little bit like the horse has been spooked or something. But I kind of take this to be, it always makes me think about like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, right? This could be this really kind of trippy, you're just, on this bender and you're starting to sober up and you see something like this that maybe in that sort of state of mind maybe looks surreal or scary or whatever it is, and we have all the lights, and just it brings in this idea of kind of being overwhelmed with spectacle and all of these things going on. So it gives me sort of that Vegas vibe, and maybe being not at our highest and best and all of that, right? Maybe being sort of in this altered state of mind and not being able to make the best decisions. So this is sort of my take on that one. So that's my second one I chose. The third one is from the Lost Forest Tarot, and this is from the first edition. I actually only have the majors. I'm not sure if they're still available, but they were a couple months ago. You could buy the majors only, and this is actually my only majors only deck. And I have this because I was so in love with the artwork and the deck, but I missed out on the first run of it. The second one should be on its way to me soon, the second edition. But this, even though I knew the second edition was coming out, I had to snap up these majors from her site because I just needed a piece of it early. And I have been working with the majors only from this, so it has worked out. But anyway, what we have here is this child standing in the Lost Forest, looking up at this skeleton of a dragon with horns, right? It's some kind of mythical creature, you know, combination of things. So it's, you know, the child is looking up at this dragon, and we get that idea, that sense of wonder, but also that fear that goes with it. So this kind of reminds me, or makes me think of facing down fears and confronting whatever it is that might be detrimental to us. I'm going to bring this one a little closer. I'm just on a little GoPro, so I'm not sure where I am on the screen exactly, but this idea of, this is the moment you decide to fix that energy, right? You're looking it in the face and you're saying, wow, I didn't realize how big this had gotten, or I didn't realize how scary this is to me, and how small I feel next to this thing. It's like if you turn around and look at that thing, whatever that is for you, a dependency, some kind of boundary issue, feeling that something gives you fulfillment but really it doesn't. This is that moment that we figure it out, that we say, okay, I really need to stare this down and figure out what I'm working with, and figure out how I can resolve this and how I can overcome this. So that's my choice for my third one. My fourth one is from, if you've seen my video, it was a VR and I believe a tag to Simon at the Hermit's Cave about soul decks, and I chose one tarot and one oracle. Very different decks, but the tarot that I chose as my soul deck, I actually learned about from Simon at the Hermit's Cave, and I don't think it's available anymore. I tried to find information about it after I made that video, and the shop seemed to be shut down. I do think I have an email for the creator, so I still have that on the back burner to reach out to her, contact her, and see if there are plans to bring this back, or if maybe I'm just not looking in the right places for it. I also can't remember ever if it's called Talk to the Moon Tarot or Talking to the Moon Tarot. Either way, I will link that below. And this is the Devil card from that deck. So don't know what the lighting is like, so I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see this, but there is a black and red snake in the grass, and it's heading down toward this apple here at the bottom. So it's just that I liked this one because compared to the others that I had chosen that were more kind of in your face and maybe giving that sense of overwhelming, urge to need to fix something or that fear, that this one really is that subtle, that snake in the grass, that thing that you don't really know is there, right? So this is some kind of devil relationship to a person or thing that you don't really realize could snap up and hurt you at any moment, right? You don't really realize the potential that there is for danger in this case. So that I thought was a little bit different vibe and why I chose this one. But again, beautiful, beautiful artwork, kind of a darker deck in general. But yeah, just a little difference there, that sometimes that that devil energy has been kind of hanging around with us for a while, slithering along next to us, and maybe we don't really know. And last but not least, I chose, this kind of circles back to my ramble in the beginning about the Rider-Waite-Smith Devil, and one that might be easier to dismiss, at least for me. This is from the Kauai Tarot, and it's a very kind of what I call like a Lenormand style tarot deck. Just has basic little symbols, super cute, right? Especially for a devil card. But I came back to this one to kind of wrap up with my, we'll say my favorite devil cards for the moment, or 5 unique devil cards. That this one is that simple, direct, you know what it means, right? So I don't need the devil sitting on the throne and the people with chains on either side. I don't really need all of that drama, even though in the beginning that's what I said I dismiss, because maybe I've just seen it a lot and I'm like, oh, the devil card, it's really not that bad. This is simple enough that I see it and I think, well, I do know what the full meaning of that card is, and I know that that's something that I need to pay attention to. So kind of contradicting myself, but it's just when we see different things, and that's why I like using different decks a lot. A lot of my friends, family, clients that I read for are starting to figure out how many decks I have, and they say, to them it seems like a lot. I don't know, it's maybe 100, 120, 130 tarot and oracle combined, I think. Haven't counted in a few months, and I've been lockdown spending, so I might need to redo that. But that's why I like using different things. I've got tarot bags everywhere. This room is a mess. If I turned the camera around, it would just be crazy. I might do that. I might bring you all along with me when I finally start cleaning and organizing this. But point being is that I might grab a bag that I used to have at the office, at work, and I'm still kind of unpacking from moving and unpacking from rescuing all my tarot decks from the office when our office closed down for lockdown. And so I might sneak in here one day and grab a bag and there's 5 decks in there that I thought, oh, I wondered where this was, or I was been thinking about this. And then maybe those 5 decks are what I'm using for the next month, and just kind of playing with, going through, using for my daily, weekly readings, whatever. That's why I like having different decks, because I might see this devil card and this might stop me in my tracks, the same as this one might stop me in my tracks the week prior, right? So it's just, for me, seeing things in a different light. And I often will do combination readings, right? I might use the Kauai Tarot, and then I might put Mildred's Secret Pocket or Oracle on top of it, and see what kind of clarifiers come out, or what sort of direction I should take. And so things that maybe don't match very well, or things that do, I might make those decisions based on that. I think the colors go well. I think they're kind of opposites. Whatever I'm deciding that day, I might throw them all together and see what comes up. And in a case like that, this devil card might stop me in my tracks, just like the Rider-Waite-Smith Devil used to, right? So I hope that all makes sense. I just think sometimes we get a little desensitized to the things that they're supposed to be those big cards, really any of the major arcana. Maybe 9 wands is the big card that you're really supposed to pay attention to. What are those things that are jumping out at you? So anyway, kind of getting off track a little bit, but that's what I thought of when Becca was showing her devil cards, things that really kind of make me stop and think about the weight of the situation. So I think that's it for this one. I might try to make a second video while I have this free time, or me time. And so on that note, just wanted to give a little shout out to all of the parents who might have, to all the parents really, or to all the people who are having a hard time finding time for yourself right now, for whatever reason that is. Maybe it's because you have a 2.5-year-old and you get about this much time and space to yourself during the day, or maybe it's something else entirely. Maybe you are overworked, or maybe you are in a tricky situation. Maybe you're in a tricky living situation and so you can't make videos lately, or whatever it is. But I just feel like that is kind of a theme that's going on right now. People saying, sorry I haven't made a video in a while, sorry I haven't posted in a while, sorry I haven't checked in with you, things like that. And I just want to give you a little acknowledgement and say, you're doing great, you'll get back to it soon enough. Try to take just a little step every day, and just don't be so hard on yourself, right? I think we're all kind of wading through different messes in life right now. It's a very 4 year, and we're getting down to that foundation and getting ready to build back up. So there's another tangent for you. Anyway, thank you very much for hanging out today. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment and let me know what you liked or didn't like. If you have any of these decks, what would your 5 devil cards be? If there is a VR specifically or a tag, that will be included in the title of the video. So if I do happen to track one down, feel free to play along, even though, again, this is 2 months ago. That's just going to be my thing. I will probably come back in 2 months. Hopefully not. Hopefully next weekend I'll be back with something else. But I might just be, like I said before, the queen of the late tarot tag, and I'll just make things new again, and then more people can play along. So that is all. Thank you so much. Love to you all, and I will see you again soon. Thank you.